Feels like we've been walking for 4 forevers and 2 Mondays. How'd you find this body so fast?
I have my ways. Secret passages prove priceless, especially when you've stolen them from homeless people.
Ingenious detective. I do have one problem.
Certainly more than one.
We've been on this case for weeks, and every specific time someone is murdered without an apparent motive. I feel childish for asking. Hey, watch me. Ooh. But how'd you get so good at finding bodies without any clues?
Don't run ahead. Stupid question. You're an idiot for asking. The trick is repetition. Continuing the process over weeks so it becomes your nature.
Man, these seeds are well reaped.
If you keep searching, you'll find the right people at the right times. I imagine you've forgotten what I've told you.
What'd you say? I'm so sorry, Detective. It's all my fault. I should have been able to read your mind. I'm an oaf, a dummy, a moron, an idiot. I don't know why you took me on as your assistant.
Simply retelling the truth doesn't make you less liable.
Don't you worry, though, Than. I'm only gonna get smarter. And I doubt anything crazy and new is gonna walk through that door anytime soon. Well, times 3 if it ain't the spectrum-walking, barmy, thin flat. Now, how's the murder-solving business, Dan?
Haven't been solving much of lately, and the new office is a nice new score. It hasn't been long enough since I've had to see your sauce and swinger mug.
Ah, well, I got 2 words for you. Plexiglass. Really darkens up the whole room, makes you look official, you know? In case there's a murder.
Oh, I do doubt I need your advice on that. Cecilia, this is an old acquaintance of mine, Mr. Aura. He was a federal officer.
You were a Fedora? Maybe I still am. I'm the best looking one on the force. Never expected Than to be master of an apprentice. I don't think I care much for your pretenses, but any acquaintance of Than is a good friend of mine. Nice to meet you. Cecilia Bravici. Spelled however it sounds. So, has your daughter gone missing or something?
If you 2 pair of flipped-off birds don't stop squabbling, I'll stone you both. I doubt even an infant could imagine a more pointless conversation.
Squabbling? As if we're a sack of chickens?
Well, mind you, I still got my head. Just stopped by to give you the latest newspaper, you know? Expo edition.
Ha! High and mighty Ace over here can afford the paper. You may enjoy rolling in the dough, but you'll find we aren't as tempted to distractions as that Betty Boop.
Seems it. Can't believe it's been so many months since these murders started. And I believe I can't wrap my head around why the police would turn to private eyes to help solve it. Y'all ain't very good at your jobs, it seems.
Strange enough, a lot of the private eyes keep going missing, thinning out our competition. At the police station yesterday, Commissioner Sash said, quote, "The only thing we have to fear is the fear of being murdered when we walk outside." Man, I love newspapers. Which movies had these? So I'd actually understand what was going on.
Here's me looking at you, assuming those movies make sense to begin with. But if you pay attention to each and every line, you're not a daft moron, you should be fine.
Well, like a throwing chair in a glass house. I started reading, and now I just got more questions.
What else is news for you? And Than, when it comes to the killer, do you know, or who knows?
No.
So you know or no?
No.
Enlightening as ever. But when is it not when I'm talking to you, old friend? Well, time to make my way home, in a city you all are supposed to be protecting. I think I'll manage. Good luck, you 2. You can keep the jacket.
Ciao for now. And don't forget the door, Aura. It's nice that you still have some friends, Than. Even though you said that all of your friends and family died in that specific Coast War.
Yes. Tragic.
But back to business. It's strange how these people we keep finding have no relevance to each other at all. It's almost as if the killer is just killing whoever they come across.
Unsurprising you shared that same deduction this week and every week prior. Only an idiot never changes, Cecilio. And murders aren't always random. When they are, the culprit is caught. Clues are left by the careless. And these kills are calculated and highly planned by a highly intelligent individual who deserves all of our respect, but not our acknowledgement.
Clarification, Detective. I wish I had as much experience as you do.
Life of sedentary, my dear fat son.
My doc says I'm malnourished.
We're here.
Must be construction nearby. Let me lasso some breath and I'll be right there. Whew. Homely home, but not a very safe one. Great Scotch.
Mediocre at best. Seems the killer used their favorite weapon to off this poor house owner.
Scythe. Let me take a look. This body's a few days old. 3 at the most. This case is getting deeper by the day. I think we'll soon be buried by it.
Wouldn't be a shallow grave if so.
I'm gonna check for fingerprints.
No need. Killer wouldn't be so sloppy to leave those.
Smile for the gazelle! Oh boy. Now we're sauteing. This'll be front page news, I know it, new friends.
You'll give me that camera lest you want to end up like your other new friend here.
Jeepers, what's got his pickle jar unpopped?
Well, he's been on edge recently. Don't take it personal, Mac.
How'd you know my name?
Well, I didn't, Daddy-O.
Almost got it again. I'm Mac Dunknife.
CB is what my pals dub me. And that's Than Malakota Ubel, detective to the stars.
The Than Ubel? Never heard of him.
And you never will.
Whoa, be careful with that cam. Nicked it off a meditative muck. Said he wanted to rid himself of material possessions, so I did the guy a favor.
Yeah, you're quite an exotic guy. And what brings you by?
Looking for the scoop as usual. Seems I made it a double. Knock knock.
I meant, what are you doing by this obviously deceased body?
Was waiting to see if the killer came back so I could get an interview. Or maybe if the cops and Dick showed up, I could ask them about the killer on the loose. Can't seem to tell the difference between the two of them nowadays. Knock knock.
Goose. Seems obviously suspicious of you.
Seems rather suspicious indeed. What time did you get here?
Take lunch and add an hour. And whoa. Hey, I'd never kill nobody. Unless the gazelle starts to go under. But nah. My alibis are tight. I'm only looking for the killer.
He may be closer than you think.
Comical guy. Hey, I'll let you know if our funny's right gets murdered. Well, I guess you do know already. Knock knock.
Don't you know it?
Oh, I will.
Well, seems I photobombed this popsicle stand enough to make Britain's bomber command feel bad. I'll catch you on the flip side of the front page. Duck, duck, ciao.
You quack me up, Mac. Arrivederci. One charming fellow, with one concerning alibi.
He hardly seems like one worth wasting time over.
Yeah. But he's got me thinking.
That isn't always good for you.
When you mumble like that, I know you're thinking hard. If you'll excuse me, detective, I'm gonna go check on some files down at the station. I'll be back faster than a dog on a lamppost and a tuna sandwich.
No need to fear, my dear.
On the way to the file room, I stopped by some place important to think. The Gazelle was the most uppercase pandering newspaper you'd find in the city, often pronounced the city. A good book in there will put you on easy street. A bad book could send you to the hard times. Max seemed nice enough, but out of the 15 Macs I know, he definitely was the third most murder-like. If me and Than don't solve this soon, he and the 2 million other reporters around here just may make an honest fool of us. And we all know how important a newspaper is nowadays.